Hi, my name is Ella and welcome to my channel. It's been a while since I saw you last time. I was away, not intentionally, but because I was busy, I couldn't really knit much. I think I didn't really knit for a while because I was busy, and also that's why I couldn't really record anything. But here I am today. First of all, in YouTube and Raverly, I am Woollysoul, Woolly with double L, and in Instagram, I am Woollysoulmate. So if you want to find some details that I mentioned in the video, you can go check it out. Also, just go check it out to have fun, to just browse and get inspired, and yeah. Because I'm watching other people's podcasts and also browse Instagram to get inspired, and the finished object that I'm wearing right now, I was actually inspired by the knitting traditions. Her name is Inga, and she's a prolific knitter and she's just amazing. And I saw her making the Amy slipover, and then I got inspired, so I cast it on and then I finished it, and I'm wearing it ever since, like non-stop, which is good, right? Okay, so I have my project page open down here in my iPad, so I might be looking down here just to mention some of the details. So today my plan for this video is just talking about my finished objects. So I was away because I was studying, and I am here in Toronto, Canada, and I am studying practical nursing, and I already did first and second semester, and now I am on break. So I have like about 4 months in between second and third semester. So next year, January, I'm going back to school, starting the third semester. And then until then, I am free. So I've been knitting a lot, and I have some finished objects. So I'll be talking about that. So a little bit about me and what I've been doing when I was away. Okay, so first thing first. So Amy Sleepover is by Sandnes Garn, and I have this booklet, and I guess Inga has this one too, because she made Amy Sleepover from the booklet. And I've been seeing a lot of other knitters using this booklet and knitting a lot of designs from this booklet. These are the designs in the book, and I am planning on making most of it. So I already made Sleepover, and I am now working on the cherry dress, I think. There's cherry ganser, which is a sweater version, and just longer dress version is the cherry dress. And I have a plan to make Guernsey ganser as well. I already have yarn for it, so definitely going to knit that. And cherry ganser, I have yarn, so I'm gonna knit that too. And Lou ganser, Frankie ganser, I want to knit everything in this booklet. It was hard for me to get my hands on it. I've been trying to find it and search in Google, try to buy it, but it was either in the UK with very expensive shipping, or other stores that they carry, they were saying like sold out, or they were in stock, but when I contact them, it was actually sold out. So I've been searching, and I luckily found one shop that was selling this booklet in Etsy. So I got the booklet, and I got the Arwetta yarn that I have never tried before. I was curious about it, so I ordered the yarn with a booklet, and it came safe and pretty fast. So I am very excited to have this booklet. And about the Amy slipover, I made some modification I'm going to mention after I show you the picture of it. Yeah, here. So the original version in the booklet is made with very dark gray color, almost like black yarn. So the Amy slipover has 2 ties on the side. So it's a vest, but it's open on the side, which is pretty practical in my opinion. That's why I've been wearing it since I finished it. I've been wearing it a lot over like a t-shirt like this. So I went to the hospital today to get a flu shot, so I had to wear a short sleeve, but I needed a layer because it's kind of getting colder here in Canada. So I went to the hospital like this. And the original version has like a longer, I guess, turtleneck, and also the turtleneck's kind of wide, and also the shoulder width is wider than what I have here. So I knew that it was pretty wide, so I just had to like make it shorter because I didn't want this edge of the shoulder to be like too much more than my actual shoulder. So I didn't want it to go like all the way up here. So I wanted to kind of fit my shoulder, my actual shoulder width. So that's why I decreased 10 stitches from here and here. So in total from here to here, 20 stitches less than the pattern, the original pattern. There's only one size, so you can make it bigger, you can make it smaller, you can lengthen it, you can make it cropped. My version is a little more cropped than the original version, I think. And in the picture it looks like the front is shorter than the back, but mine, I just made it the same front and back. And the tie on the side, as far as I remember, the width of the tie strip or stripe is narrower. So mine is narrower than the original pattern. So, and also the neck part, it's not as wide as the original version here because I wanted to make it a bit closer to my neck so that it will keep me warm, and also it will stay up like this. Otherwise it will be like floppy and it will just like be too drapey. So that's what I did. So I can just like pull it up and have it like this so that the wind will not get into inside, get in my neck, and I can fold it down as well. I normally don't really like turtleneck. I used to hate it when I was a kid, but now I kind of really enjoy this turtleneck because it definitely keeps me warm. I'm gonna, please bear with me, I'm wearing a sweatpants since I'm home. So this is the bottom. So my belly button is here. So when I wear high-waisted jeans, it will just be like right at the end of my pants. So it's covering basically the same as this sweatpants. And that's the side. And I also made this tie shorter in length and narrower in width, because I didn't want to like, you know, be hanging down too long. And this is the back, and the other side is the same tie here. So I really like this open vest design, and I also really like this detail that goes down here and down here as well. And the shoulder shaping was pretty simple. Whole construction is very simple, so as long as you follow the instruction in the book, I think you're good to go. It was pretty easy to knit, but definitely knitting this part here, you pick up stitch and you cast on stitches for the tie on the side. That definitely took felt like took a long time, because it was like few hundred stitches, and that's a lot, right? And also the ribbing of the turtleneck, you have to pick up and knit a while, and the ribbing at the bottom is pretty wide as well, like 5 centimeter, no, more than 5 centimeter, I think. So those ribbing part was a bit tedious. Took some long time, but other than that, I'm very happy with the result. And also the yarn, I used Harrisville Designs Nightshade colorway VCR, which is like a dark shade with green bits, and I think you can tell it's dark green. Okay, so that's the Amy Sleepover. What else? That's it. I definitely want to make another one. I don't know if I'm going to make a turtleneck or not. Maybe I'll just make it like a regular sweater neck, just like ribbing a bit. I don't know, we'll see. But I do definitely want another one in different color using different yarn. Okay, so that's the first finished object that I'm wearing, and I'll be talking about this one next. So my second finished object is pressed flower shawl. So initially I made this one a long time ago with sock yarn, and this one's pretty practical and I use it all the time at my desk when I'm studying. So this was the first version, and then I made another one recently with a different yarn. So this one is sock yarn and it's more drapey and softer, and the second one that I made has more structure to it, and a little bit bigger than the first one, and it's warmer because of the yarn. So the yarn I used is She-Ear from Harrisville Designs. I got this yarn and this nightshade from New York Ship and All last year at Rhinebeck. I didn't go this year because I still have yarn that I purchased last year. So this year I didn't have a plan to go to Rhinebeck, but in the future definitely I want to go. Anyways, the yarn is very nice, very shippy. I can still smell it even though I blocked it and washed it and everything, and even when I was knitting it, it was just so shippy. And it had some veggie matter in the yarn, which I had to like pick it out, and which I love. And the color I believe is not dyed. I think it's the all natural color, because there were only 3 shades when I was buying the yarn. There was this white one and this light brown one and dark brown. That's it. So I believe this is undyed, just natural shade, natural yarn. Correct me if I'm wrong. So yes, so this is here all the time. So whenever I'm knitting and whenever I feel a little cold, I'll have it around my shoulder like that. And this one's at my desk. I just brought it here to show you at the back of my chair, so that whenever I feel cold, I'll have it around, and just gives me comfort when I'm like stressed out because of study or exams and whatnot. And that's it. That's the second finished object. I've used 2 skeins of that white color and then 2 skeins of that fawn brown color, and I had some leftover, So I think basically I've used 1.5 skeins of each yarn, I think. So the leftover yarn, I'm using it for something else, but today I'm just going to show you my finished object. So whips are coming next episode. So this is my third finished object, which is called Twinkle. It's a pullover designed by Midori Hirose, and I've made size M1, and this is a colorwork yoke top down design, and I've used Camero's yarn, which I don't know how to read. I'll just show you the label. That's the name of the yarn. It's 100% wool, and I've used this green color 4 skeins, and then the black one 2 skeins, and the white one just 1 skein, and I have some left over. And what else? This was pretty quick knit because the color work is only here in the yoke, not that much, it's just this much, and I have some color work here and at the bottom of the sweater. So, and it's, the length is a bit cropped again. The sleeves are just like full length sleeves. And when I first saw the original version in bright green, I was going to knit that in bright green as well, like apple green, but I changed my mind. I thought it was going to be too much of a statement piece, and I didn't want it to be. I just wanted to be like sweatshirty, very easy, throw on anywhere, like with anything kind of thing. So I've knitted black and white, and then this green is like a little toned down. And recently I kind of noticed that I am knitting a lot of green colors, like that palette. I don't know why. You'll see in the future another green that I made. Anyways, so this was the Twinkle. My fourth finished object, is the Ingrid sweater. I knit this for my husband with an intention of making it big enough so that he can wear it with positive ease, and I can wear it as well, like a oversized boyfriend sweatshirty thing. So I've knit this with Briggs and Little Regal to ply, and I've used 5 skeins of the Horizon Blue, and I was playing a serious yarn chicken when I was knitting this. So I had to rip out my swatch that I made like a year ago. So I made a swatch, and then I didn't get a chance to knit this properly for over like 8 months when I was at school. So it was hibernating, and then I just went back to finish it, and I took it with me when I went on vacation after I finished studying in August. At the end of August, I went vacation for a week in a hot country. And then I took this with me, and it was really weird. I was lying on the sunbed right in front of the beach with this wool on my lap, and I was knitting, and it was just so, I don't know, bizarre, but at the same time very happy that I am like, I can relax and I can do the most enjoyable thing for me, which is knitting. So I have some good memories with the sweater. So every time I wear it, I think about the vacation that I had, which is amazing. So next vacation, I will definitely bring something woolly wool, even though I will probably go to a hot country again. Yeah, so anyways, the Briggs and Little Regal yarn is 100% wool Canadian yarn, which I've never tried before. This was my first time. And when I bought this yarn, I bought the same yarn in pink with the intention of making 2 Ingrid sweater, one for him, one for me. But the pink yarn, I think I'm going to use it to make the garn sequencer in the booklet, because it's all over texture like this one as well, and it's got the seed stitch or the moss stitch, like very wide section of that up here as well, which I like. So yeah, that's coming up. And this one, I made it size medium, and I have picture of me and my husband wearing it in the Raverly. So if you want to have a look at it on men's body, you can go and check it out. He wears it, and then he has it's comfortable for him. The positive is when he wears it. So very successful. And I'll just show you the pattern here. So the modification that I made was adding this part, this little section of moss stitch in the sleeve as well. And I tried not really hard, but like I tried my best to kind of match the sleeve and the body pattern when I wear it. Like, as you can see, they are aligned, which I really like. I think the original pattern kind of matches as well, but I think mine matches better, even better. Yeah, and I've never done this double collar, like you knit it and then you fold it down to inside and you knit together. I've never done this before, but after I did it, I felt like this sweater looks like a store-bought, not hand knitted. So it definitely gives it more like quality, better quality looking sweater. And also it doesn't really what's the word, doesn't really flare out or anything, so it looks more like flat and tidy and neat, which I love. So that's good, right? Oh, I'm going to show you the back too. So the back side is the same, and it's the drop shoulder. Yeah, so that's the Ingrid sweater by Petiteknit. I didn't mention, but I guess you know already. So that's that. Moving on to the next one. Okay, so the next finished object, I have 3 more, and all of them are accessories. So the first one is this bandana. It's called Easy Peasy Bandana by Susanne Muller, I think. Let me double check. In my project page, yes. Easy Peasy Bandana by Susanne Muller. I think she's German. I'm not 100% sure. I've used Mondim, Retrosaria Mondim yarn, just one skein. And it's M82 color. When I first started knitting, I didn't really like this edge rolled inside. This edge is okay, but this one here, I'm showing you the inside, it is rolled, right? But I think it's the design element. It's supposed to roll like that because you don't have any like I-cord or anything. So I was thinking of adding I-cord, then it will just change the design, right? So I just followed as the pattern says, and the pattern is free, so which is good. You can download it. I'll just show you. Like, I normally wear it like this and maybe wrap it. I have a mic here, so I just, sorry, like this. Or when it's really windy, I'll have it like this and wrap around. I really like the color, and like I mentioned, it's got green in it. And I really like this color changing the yarn. It's very light, yet it's really warm. So whenever I go outside, it's like grab and go. I usually keep it near the door so that I can just like grab whenever I go outside. And the second one, the accessory, is a hat. So Petiteknit Stockholm hat, knit with the same yarn but different color. The twinkle sweater that I knit, it's the same Camerose, this one, and I held it with silk mohair Gepard Garn Kid Seta, color 836, and this one, oh, actually, sorry, I lied. It's not Camerose. The other one is Fennel yarn, and the color, I don't have the label here. Okay, the Fennel is Rauma Fennel Part 2. The color is 4105, and I used one skein of the Fennel and one skein of the Gepard Garn Kid Seta, which is the kid silk mohair. And I have some leftover, not a lot, but just a bit. So it's enough to have one bowl of each to make this hat, because the brim is just like one time fold. It's not double folded or anything. And I really like the excuse me, the decreases on both sides and how it decreased. Same front and back. I'm going to put it on to show you quickly. So when you wear it, it's got this crown, and it's got some space on top, so it just stays up like that, which I kind of like. So green. I don't know what happened to me, but I'm into green now. So it's very squishy, and it's got halo, of course, because of silk mohair, and it's very soft, yet very light, and it keeps me warm, which I really like. So that's the hat, and I have this with the hat usually like this, and I go outside and I walk my dog. He's now playing next to me, so you might hear some sound. He's playing with the blanket. Okay, so that's the second one, and I have just one more left to go, which is another hat. So I made this Beret No. 1 a long time ago with alpaca yarn, and this time I wanted to make a red. So I was thinking of wearing it because I have a coat that is black and white, and I want to wear this red hat with that in the winter when it's snowing. So I made it in very, very strong red, like raspberry red, which is this one. And this time I made this little boop. So last time when I first made it, I didn't do anything on top of the hat. It's just flat. And I made it with like a beige color, and the brim of the hat, the ribbing, is like green color, but this time it's just all red. And it had an instruction to make this little, I don't know what's it called, little peak. So this one I used, this one I used this yarn. one strand of this and one strand of Gepard Garn Kid Seta. Do I have the label here? No, I don't think so. So I've used one skein of each, held double. And the kid silk mohair was raspberry 333, that's the color. And the Camarose yarn is 14RD. It's just red. Yeah. And I've used 2.75 millimeter needle for the ribbing. And then I knit with 3 millimeter needles. And then on top of the hat, when you decrease, I used double pointed needle, but I didn't have any 3 millimeter, so I've used 3.25 millimeter needle. But I don't really see like the difference or anything. And compared to the first one that I made with alpaca yarn, this one's a bit bigger. I guess it's because I was holding two strands together, even though the kid silk mohair is like very light. But it's very fuzzy. I don't know if you can see, very fuzzy. It has a lot of halo in it because of the kid silk mohair. This is my second time using the Gepard Garn kid silk mohair, like after this one. I really like it. Compared to other silk mohair, I think it's got like a lot more halo and the fuzziness to it. I'm gonna try it on. What do you think? I really like it. I think I need to get used to me looking at myself wearing this kind of fancy French beret. I normally have my hair down when I wear my hats, like this one or this one, but today I have braid at the back. So that's the hat. I'll show you the back as well. Okay, so that's the end of my episode. I showed you everything that I worked on after I finished. Oh, there's one more accessory, which is a Sophie scarf, but I made it as a gift for my friend and I already gave it to her, so I don't have it with me, but I have project page in my Raverly if you want to check that out. And so today's video is done. I'm gonna come back with my whips in the next episode, and until then, take care, be safe, and be healthy, and be happy. And happy knitting. I'll see you soon. Bye.